How's it going, everyone? I just want to make a little announcement that's going to affect videos for the next few weeks or so. So I've been uploading Kingdom Hearts 2 for some time, and I've been pretty consistent with the upload schedule, uploading on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So the point of this announcement is to say that for the next few weeks or so, don't know how many weeks exactly yet, I'll be taking a break from uploading Kingdom Hearts 2. It's partially because I just want to take a little break from working on the series for a little bit, just so I don't stress myself out so much, because I guess a few things have gotten onto my plate as of late. There's me with real life and work, while also doing this YouTube thing as a hobby. And there's also something else I have been doing with my free time as of late, and that is streaming on Twitch. Since I think the end of June or so, I started streaming sort of regularly on Twitch again. I say again because I tried streaming on Twitch last year, I believe, but then I stopped. But I've gotten back into streaming on Twitch, and it's I guess if there's any time to say that I've been streaming on Twitch, it's now. So I've been streaming on twitch.tv/MyoHello, where the final was MYOHEL0, just in case you don't know how to spell my username, because it doesn't make sense, I know. So one reason why I'm bringing this up is because there's no actual goal with my Twitch channel. It's just play some random games and have fun with the Twitch community. But over the past month or so, I've also been working on a game on Twitch, and that is Final Fantasy V. More specifically, it's Final Fantasy V: The 4-Job Fiesta, where the point of the playthrough is you have to go through the game with so usually when you play Final Fantasy V, the main gimmick of the game is playing around with the job system for your 4 characters. Well, with the 4-Job Fiesta, you are randomly assigned jobs to your 4 characters, and you have to stick with those jobs throughout the playthrough. So in my case, I was randomly assigned 4 jobs and I had to stick with them. So that's the main gimmick of the 4-Job Fiesta. And this playthrough is pretty much being done for charity, because if you tweet at the Twitter account from which you got your jobs a screenshot of you beating the final boss, that will be another statistic that will be translated into money that will be donated towards Child's Play. So this playthrough is being done for charity, and I have chosen to stream my playthrough on Twitch. The reason why I'm talking about this playthrough in particular is because this has a deadline. I think it's by the end of August, or maybe a few days into September. But needless to say, I kind of want to double down on working on Final Fantasy V to make sure that I make the deadline, because I do want to make sure that my playthrough counts. And if I, let's say, manage to beat super bosses, then my playthrough will be worth more money towards the donations to Child's Play. So this playthrough is being done for charity, but it's something that's being streamed on my Twitch channel. Now, with regards to that, I was wondering, would you guys like it if I upload some of the, VODs, or upload some of the streams onto my YouTube channel, or would you rather I do that onto a second channel? I feel like, if anything, I would be inclined to, I feel like uploading Final Fantasy V onto my channel would make sense, since there's some sort of overarching story behind that playthrough. I have played a few other games on my Twitch channel, but they're more isolated, so it's not as if you're missing a story, it's just me talking with the chat. But speaking of which, partially into my Final Fantasy V playthrough, I started to I guess, show my chat on the stream. I say that because for the first few streams, I didn't do that. So if you, let's say, watch those streams from, let's say, YouTube, you probably maybe get confused by whenever I talk with the chat since you can't see the chat. So with that in mind, would you like to see the Final Fantasy V streams uploaded onto my YouTube channel while I take my break? So about this break will last until, let's say, the beginning of September. So it's only going to be for a couple of weeks or so. It'll depend on how my health is after the first weekend of September, because for the first weekend of September, or Labor Day weekend in the States, I'm actually going to go to a video game convention, PAX West. I doubt any of you go to video game conventions in the United States, considering that some of you don't live in places that are close to Seattle, Washington, and some of you probably don't even A, go to video game conventions, and B, don't even live in the United States, which, you know, whatever. But basically I won't be around, so, you know, once I get back, it'll depend on if I get sick from the con or not. If I don't get sick, I'll probably return to Kingdom Hearts 2 sooner, but if not, let's just say, like, let's aim for Kingdom Hearts 2 returning at around, let's say, September 11th. Oh, that's an awkward day. September 12th, 10th, 4th, 5th. Maybe not 4th or 5th. No. I'll be gone on the 4th. But, I don't know, like, second week of September or third week of September or so. How does that sound? Like, so yeah, this break is going to be because I want to focus on Twitch a little bit for this month to make sure that I meet my deadline for Final Fantasy V. I'll be gone for a weekend for travel, and honestly, I just needed a break. I've been feeling a little stressed out with a combination of, well, just juggling a bunch of stuff at the same time, so I feel like I just need to take a break from YouTube for some time. I will come back for sure, because after all, I still have to do Kingdom Hearts 2 after all, so I just wanted to let you know. So this has been a long-winded announcement that can be summarized in very few bullet points, but whatever, that's just my speaking style. So I hope you understand, and hopefully I'll come back to Kingdom Hearts re-energized, because I don't know how much of that game is left. I'm probably not even halfway there. Cool. Alright. Thanks for your support and thanks for watching. Bye now.